Hi y'all. So I know it's been a minute. It's always been a minute every single time I come back. But not much has changed. Not much is going on. Um I came to update y'all like where life is right now. So since my most traumatic car accident took place March 2019, there's been three other potential accidents, like some kind of collision. So you had the one that took place in March 2019, where I came back and I updated y'all because I was gone for a good minute. Then I had to write it down to tell y'all. Give or take 5 months after March 12th, 2019, in August of 2020, I was ran off of the road by a truck, an 18-wheeler. Now, I ended up in the median and I almost hit a guardrail, but I didn't. I was able to control the car. And so, instead of me stopping and calling the police, I got back on the road and I followed that truck to get the license plate number, the truck number, and the name of the company. So I got all of that information and it just defeated the whole purpose. They were able to do nothing. They weren't able to pull anything up. The company, the name of the company, the truck, the license plate number, the driver, none of that. They weren't able to pull it up. So I'm going to insert clips in here where I tried to reach out to what was on the truck and was supposedly the company's name. Um, so yeah, that went nowhere. I also have a picture where you could like the front bumper on my car started to come off, and you can see that in the picture. And I'll insert pictures of where I reached out to the company or what was supposed to be the company on Facebook. Got no response. They never even saw the message to my knowledge. Um, I got my car fixed. I just paid for it myself because I couldn't wait on them. I still haven't heard anything back, so I'm taking it that if I wouldn't have done it myself, I wouldn't have been able to get it fixed. Give or take 9 months after that, the truck ran me off of the road. I was ran off of the road again by a car when I was leaving the gas station. Now, granted, and which I explained it in the clips that you'll see, I'm going to insert those as well. I pulled out on a red light, but before I pulled out, because I was turning right, I could take a right on red. Before I pulled out, I thoroughly checked for other cars to see if anybody else was coming. There was no one. Y'all, the minute I pulled out, there's a car that came speeding through the light. And like she was paying absolutely no attention. She didn't even know she ran me off of the road. So I ended up having to jump a curve and I was driving in the grass. And she just kept going. So I was like, So I got back out. They called the police again. I got back on the road and I followed her. But as I was following her, I called the police. That's a long story, but for the most part, I explained it in the clips that you'll see next. So I'm not even. Yo, so I was just leaving the store. Do y'all know when I was turning out, granted my light wasn't green, but you can make a right turn on red. I'm pulling out because there wasn't a car coming. I checked thoroughly. This woman came speeding through the light and almost hit me. I literally had to jump a curve and park in some grass. And like she was paying no attention. Like she looked like she was unfazed and unbothered. So I followed her and I got her tag number. And I got what kind of car she was in. So I called the police and I was talking to them. And this woman acted like she just absolutely could not understand English. And she was speaking English. And so she was just like, ma'am, you have me on speakerphone. And, I can't hear you. The phone is breaking up or it's muffled or something. And so I was like, okay, let me just take you off because it's connected to my car. So I took her off and I explained it to her. She sent the police. So anyway, the police met me over there. And I had to tell him to give him a rundown of what happened. And he was just like, well, since I didn't see it, there's nothing I could do. Of course, he was white. So I said, okay, yeah, I figured that. And so I was like, I ain't trying to have her arrested or anything. I just wanted her to be more attentive to the road because that could have ended very badly. And so he was just like, yeah, he was like, I could definitely go talk to her. But y'all, he seemed like he was so nonchalant. He was trying to fake being concerned. And so he was just like, yeah, I'll definitely go talk to her. If you want to, basically press the issue. That's not the words he used, but that's what he basically, in so many words. If you want to press the issue, y'all can, go to court. And I was just like, bro, who want to do all that? And I was just like, I don't know if you're going to need footage or nothing to prove it, but I don't know what businesses got cameras around that way. So he was just like, yeah, it'll be your word against her. And y'all, I know that's a bit much. It's not me being dramatic. Like, I'm sick of it. I already said, like, if I'm in another car accident, whether it's my fault or somebody else's, they going to have to see me. They're just going to have to square up. I ain't even playing. Like, no. But yeah, about that, Lord, if I'm supposed to die in a car accident, just say that. Like, however I'm supposed to go, that's how I'm going to go. But y'all, don't take me serious. I'm pretty sure that was funny, or it should have been. Y'all can laugh. I promise I'm okay. I'm fine. And really and truly, they told me I could come to the station and file a report. Really and truly, y'all, that man was so nonchalant. Like, him trying to fake being concerned really did not work. I can read people. I low-key don't even, I high-key don't think that he actually went to talk to her. Now, I had to turn around and come back past the house. He did pull into the driveway. But I was going to stop it. I sat at the end of the road for a minute just to see, like, if he was going to really go in. It was going to take a minute. Because if he would have just came right out a couple of seconds later, he didn't talk to that lady. But I low-key don't think that he did. Although, I'm not trying to press charges or have her arrested. I still want to go to the station. Just to see, like, what y'all going to do. What did she say? Did she know? Do you have the tag number? Do you have the car? Do you have her name? Because if you don't, you didn't talk to her. Now, the third incident happened on yesterday, June 8th, 2021. And that was a couple of weeks after the woman ran me off of the road. Now, this accident yesterday could have been ended terribly. It was a 5-car pileup. So the car that was behind me, she hit first. I heard it, and it sounded close, and it was loud. And so I looked up in the mirror, and before I got to look in the mirror good, the car came up and smashed the car on the side of me that was in front of it. So if it wasn't for the car behind me that it hit first, my car would have been totaled out, and I probably would have been hurt severely. So that car had to be towed. The woman was very hysterical. She was crying. She was very upset. And the man that was with her kept telling her she needed to calm down. And she said, no, I just went through this last year. And I'm just like, well, I get it. I went through it 2 years ago. The only difference between the most traumatic one that happened in 2019 and the one that happened yesterday was that I was awake and I could see it. I was instantly knocked unconscious in 2019, and I was unconscious for 28 days. Didn't know what was going on. But I actually saw that accident yesterday. Now, the car that it hit before me, she was okay. The car wasn't. The car had to be towed. Now, the car that it hit in front of it that was on the side right next to me, that car ended up in a ditch and it hit a pole. And that car was messed up really bad. And the people that were that were in the car were hurt. So the ambulance came, they were put on stretchers, and they had neck braces on, and then they went on. The fire truck also came. And then the other person that was hit, she was okay. Her car had a little dent or whatever. And then because it ran into the car behind me and smashed into the car in front of it, which I also insert clips of that. Not the crash, but like the cars after the accident, you know, after I hopped out and stuff like that. So after it smashed into the car in front of me and made that car go off of the road and hit the pole, the car literally fell apart. And that's when my car was damaged, when that car fell apart. So the police came out, they did what they do. They got the license, insurance registration information, and then they're working on that right now. I went to the hospital because I was having some back pain, back spasms. And, you know, they tested me to make sure everything was good. I'm okay. Peace.
Hey, you're okay?
I'm fine. Sick of it. Then she done got out. She done got out and took off on foot. Gone. What the world, bro? I'm pissed, bro. For real now. We don't know where she went. I just came back. I said, damn, this look like top of shit. What? Honey, I'm sick of it. You behind her? She done took off on foot. I already done said if I had been in another car accident, it wasn't my fault or somebody else. I was finna get her. She took off on foot. And then somebody pulled up in the truck. We didn't even know she left. Somebody else pulled up and pulled up. They got the tag number though, so they recorded it. So I learned today when I called to report it to my insurance company, Alabama does not require you to have medical coverage. So, and I've been driving since I was 16. And I've never known that. And I'm 28 now. Now, the thing is, I've been in multiple accidents in which none of them were my fault. I've been in multiple accidents and didn't know. I have not had medical coverage. Ever. And I didn't know. I just thought it automatically came with it. But since they don't require it, it doesn't. Or it didn't. So I now have medical coverage. And everything else is taken care of. I think I want to increase like what I'll be paid out if I'm end up like I was in the accident in 2019. I was hurt real bad. If I'm not mistaken, I have that set up to be $25,000. You know, the more you have that stuff set up to take care of you, the more you have to pay. And so my insurance is already pretty expensive. So, you know, I tried to do what I could to keep it down. Of course, I wasn't expecting to go out and get in an accident and be hurt so severely. You know, whether it's my fault or anybody else, I didn't plan for that. Who does? And so that $25,000, it was good that I had it, but like I said, I wish it would have been more. And I really need to go change that. But I know if I go change it, my insurance is going to skyrocket. And it's already high. So, y'all, that's really it that I came to update y'all about. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or you just want to comment on or share the videos, please do so. And nothing too much in life is going on right now. There's really no updates. I'm at a standstill. I'm not able to work. I don't want to go too far into detail. I'm back home with my mom, back in Alabama, and I'm just stuck right now. Every day is a waiting game, and I'm always thinking about like how I can get myself out of the situation that I'm in. And I know that there's a lot at stake if I try to go back to work. So right now I'm just trying to play it out and see how things go. I guess we'll see in a couple of months. Let's see where we are by 2022. Alright, thank y'all for tuning in. And please have a great day. And if you don't you dare go ruin anyone else's. I got that from Tabitha Brown. But peace.